We are live. So, let me start with that.
Yeah, interesting game
Yeah,
that.
yeah. What a game! What a game!
It's
What?
it's very interesting because I remember we had a chat a couple of days ago, and I said I felt that this was the game that Man City get to draw points. I think I predicted 1-1 in that game in that time, and 3-3. Yeah, I always felt like Everton away,
Yeah,
very tricky, very tricky fixture for them.
yeah,
And yeah, advantage Arsenal, as it says, they're like big advantage Arsenal now going into the last three games, the remaining three games. I think this is now kind of nailed on. I know many people will still say talk about the West Ham game,
yeah.
but
The West
for
Ham
me,
game,
yeah, for me it was
but
always
they
I think
still
the
have
Fulham.
Bournemouth.
Exactly, yeah. They still have very tough fixtures left on Man City. When you look at, they have Bournemouth, they have
Yeah,
um, they still got to play Brentford at home, which I think they will win that, but they have Aston Villa at home as well, and they have to play Palace.
yeah.
So
I
pretty,
think they will win all their home games.
mhm.
That's Palace, Aston Villa, and
And
Brentford. I
Brentford.
think they will
Yeah,
win. They will win those three games. Not
yeah,
unless they collapse because of the experience today. You know, this draw can have an effect on the players, and they end
yeah,
up
yeah.
losing more points than they actually would have lost if they had won. So
100%. And that's why I said, for me, going that 6 points gap, creating that 6 points gap was crucial for us because um, you could see it on Man City. Like you could see it. They were 1-0 up until the 60 odd minutes, and I think pressure got to them, and you could see it
yeah,
on the in some of the players.
they were
I think the
trying to
first,
add they
Mhm.
were trying to add more goals to try to, like, at least reduce the goal difference
To
deficit.
reduce the goal deficit, but that kind of
Yeah,
go fall back against them because when you look at
yeah,
the first goal that Everton scored, it was a ball back by one of the City players. So it clearly, and it was a mishit pass back to the
yeah,
keeper, and then the Everton striker kind of pounced on it and then was able to score. So that is actually, I think, some of the nerves kind of, getting onto this Man City team. And that's why I think for me, Arsenal going 6 points clear at, when they beat West Ham, that was very
yeah.
crucial
Fulham.
because, sorry, yeah, when they beat Fulham, yeah, that was very
Yeah,
crucial because
yeah,
um,
yeah. It turned the
I think
pressure on City.
it turned the pressure on City, and then the game
Yeah,
became more psychological than that just any other game. Now it became like we have a 6 point gap that we have to close up, you know.
yes,
And yeah, I think that's where the game pretty much was won and lost for them. And yeah, 3-3, as it says there,
yeah.
advantage Arsenal, massive advantage Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I also think, like I said in the previous stream, I felt that that game, the way Arsenal played against Fulham, even if e- even if you watch it, I think City watched it and they felt there is no way Arsenal are going to drop any points from the remaining matches. It's
Yeah,
because of the way you played,
yeah.
the way you played,
There
the
was a lot of
determination.
intensity in that game, man. Like I
Yeah,
watched those
yeah.
45 minutes, I'm like, this is not the same team I've been watching the whole season. Like, it's clearly not
Yeah,
because
because if you
we
had,
were,
for instance, scrapped a 1-0 win,
they would,
whereby you are hanging on at the end, they
I
would
think they
have
would
been
have
more
won this game.
motivated. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
because
They
they
would
would
have
have been
won.
more motivated. They would have been telling themselves,
Yeah.
yes, they won, but the way they played, they will definitely drop some points along the way. But
Yeah.
I think after watching that game, they felt the title was done, and today you saw it. They struggled, they huffed and
Hmm.
puffed. Yeah, and I think,
No, you're 100% right there. Like, yeah, I think the intensity that Arsenal went into that Fulham game, it was just unreal. Like, you could see from minute one that they were going in, not just to win the game, but also score a
yeah,
few goals while doing
yeah,
so.
yeah,
Um, and that pressure, that energy, kind of translated. City can kind of pick up on that as well. And so, yeah,
yeah,
we might as well go there and win. But this
yeah.
team looks like they're going to
They
win
are
their
not
remaining
going to
games, and
drop.
not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
exactly, not just
yeah,
win, but they're scoring a lot of goals going,
yeah,
by that. So yeah,
yeah,
it was huge psychological, I think, moment for us. Like I felt, and I said it, when we spoke a couple of days ago, that I felt that was a game that won us, not the league, and I'm still standing by that because I feel, yeah, West Ham is a tricky fixture for us, but we should be able to go there and win, even if it's just nicking like a 2-1 or 1-0, maybe a 2-0 win. We
yeah,
should be able to go there and win, because West Ham will attack us. They will come out and play because they have to win, And when you
yeah.
do that against Arsenal, they can actually easily pick you off. Where we struggle a little bit is against teams that tend to sit in and sit back. And that's where
Yeah,
we
every team struggles against those kinds of teams.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's very
But
easy to stop an opponent from scoring as
mhm,
compared to trying to create
to create a chance and
opportunities.
score. And
Yeah,
we know for West
yeah.
Ham, given the position they are in at the moment, they
They
want to
need to
go.
score.
They need to
They
score, so they're
need,
gonna
yes,
have to come out and
yeah,
play.
yeah,
And when you do
yeah,
that against a team with Arsenal's quality, obviously they are gonna pick you up and they're gonna win the game.
yeah,
Yeah, big game, big win for us. For Arsenal on the weekend, and
yeah.
I think you can see that kind of it's telling. It's telling for Man City now to go and drop points against an Everton side who had not actually who are in a very some sort of a slump actually. I don't think they had
Yeah,
won any
yeah,
games in the last few
yeah. They've
games.
let. They are not going to make it to the European spots. They won't make it to Conference League or the Europa League. And I
Yeah,
think, in February and March, they were firmly in contention for Europa
mm.
League. They, at some point, they even they were like win this game and they move to the Champions League positions.
They've had a little bit of drop of form in the last few games, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I feel like today might be the turning point for them. I think they still are in with a shout because when you look at the result today, Chelsea
yeah,
losing to Nottingham Forest at home,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was big because Chelsea are on 48 points, Everton now are on 49 points, so they're above Chelsea.
No, they are also on
Um,
48. They were
oh,
on
right now.
47.
Oh, sorry, yeah, they are actually on 48. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I had them when we
We
were
have
winning,
like
but
four teams
yeah.
on 48 or 49. Four
Yeah, it's
teams on
just
48
crazy.
and 49.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah. But given then, like, when you look at Bournemouth, who are like sixth, they are 52. So it's not a whole lot between these teams. And win one game and it takes you like three places up.
yeah, yeah,
So,
that's true.
um, so yeah, I mean, they're still in with a chance. This was a very difficult game for them. They should have won it in the end. They were leading 3-1 at some point. Um,
Yeah,
it's a shame that they let it slip in the very end there, as you can see.
yeah,
But yeah, the stats kind of tell the story. For me, I watched the whole game, and Man
yeah.
City, it looks like they controlled the game, but I think for me, Everton had the better chances. Like they could have
Yeah,
won
you
this
can
game by
see from the
4 or 5.
expected goals,
Yeah.
Everton have an XG of 2.77. City had 1.45.
Hmm.
Everton had three big chances against one for City.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and shots wise, yes, of course, City had 21, Everton had 14. It's not like they had like less than 10 shots. This is
Mm.
they were
It's
competitive in their own way. Yeah,
They were like, and I think that's how the Moyes wanted to play the game, and they are
yeah,
achieved that. They superbly because you could see in the first half it was all Man City, but when they came out
yeah,
in the second half, it was a different Everton. Like they were more purposeful in the attack, and
yeah.
they were even fighting for the second balls. You could see that they were really going in for trying to
Uh,
get something. And the minute they scored, they actually forced the error on Man City
yeah.
where he passing the ball back to his goalkeeper, it was miss hit or it was a short pass, and then it was pounced on by the Everton striker
Barry,
there.
Tiano Barry.
Yeah, Barry, Tiano Barry.
yeah,
who slotted it home. That was pressure, and that was the intense that they came out in the second half with, which kind of flipped the game on its head. And it was in 13 minutes they were able to score 3 goals. Like it's crazy.
yeah.
It's a
That was
shame that
just
they
a
let
moment
us
of
slip.
madness for
Yeah,
City. I think the
yeah,
moment Everton scored the first one, I
yeah,
think it shocked City.
yeah. They were
One
surprised, and
shock.
that's when the pressure now hits. They
Yeah,
were like,
and then Everton
you know,
noticed that City were in disarray,
mhm,
and then they intensified their attacks, and then they scored two more,
yes,
and then
yes.
they got overexcited or something. They conceded two at
They
the end.
It's funny, yeah, because now when they scored a third, they wanted to go for fourth. I'm like, no, just control the game now. You're 3-1 up. But they continued to attack, which for me now that was the wrong thing to do. I kept I was talking to myself here saying, just stay back, defend. Um but yeah, again, in the moment of, like you said, they were too excited. They felt that they could go on and get a fourth, a fifth. They were there was a very good pass to Haaland, who was able to
Yeah,
slot home. And then at the very, very end, as you can see, Doku was able to hit another wonderful strike outside the box, call it in, top corner, great goal. 3-3, yeah. But advantage Arsenal again, yeah. 2 points, like, you know, those, I know we are 5 points ahead at them at this point. They have a game in hand against the Palace at home. I expect them to win that game. So technically, we are 2 points ahead. And I think for me, I keep going back to this point that the game, I think the league was won when we beat Fulham.
yeah. Even
Yeah,
Kelsey believes. You see
yeah.
here.
Mhm.
You see this
This is
one
the swing. Yeah,
before this weekend, before this
yeah.
weekend games,
It was
City
like a
had
flip.
climbed above you. They were
Yeah.
favorites before
Oh
these
my goodness.
matches,
And now they
and
have
then
gone
yeah,
back down to the record low. Like they're almost the lowest they have been this at this point, right? If you
yeah,
take that
yeah, yeah,
for where
yeah,
they are.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness.
now
Yeah,
Arsenal are
83%.
back being favorites.
Mm-hmm.
They have 83% to win the
Yeah.
title.
Yeah, 83%.
83%
Man City
against
have,
yeah against
yeah,
Man City is 15, and then
15%.
Aston
And
Villa
then
is 1%. How can Aston Villa be 1% and we are six
and
points
United
ahead of
has that's crazy. Like even Liverpool are not on there. Like I think this culture is feeding off data from
from the
from
past?
from the past. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I was expecting United, or not United mathematically are out. I don't.
yeah,
There
yeah,
should
yeah,
be only two teams here.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
all of the
yeah.
other teams are out
Are out
mathematically.
mathematically. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it should
So
be
it should be
Arsenal
like
and
85-15.
exactly. It should be 85-15. So I don't know why they have Aston Villa there. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, like this tells the story really. I think for me, I think that was the game. And after we won that game, I could feel that I think that was it
yeah,
for Arsenal to win the league again in like 20, 22 years, 22 odd years. Last time we won it was in 2004, of course. Um, yeah, big moment. And I always felt this was the game. Not more so the Bournemouth game. I know the Bournemouth game City have yet to play is
yeah,
going to be difficult for them as well,
yeah,
but I think they can nick that one. This one, for me, felt like the game that will actually swing things around. And yeah, it looks like it's come to that. It's
yeah.
incredible.
So
Uh,
some journalists.
yeah, Ben Jacobs again is back.
No,
Man City
this
went.
rarely happens to City, by the way. Yeah,
Yeah, like it's
like
crazy. Like
losing a lead.
mhm.
They went from 1-0 up
you'd you'd
to 3-1 down.
you'd expect them the minute they score the first goal to go
Go
on
on
and
and
win the
win.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
this is
this
very
is
unusual for them,
phenomenal.
which also I think it's a symptom of the pressure they are under right now. Yeah, this is a
Exactly.
symptom. Yeah, yeah. So
Exactly.
from 3-1 down, and then they back to 3-3 thanks to Jeremy Doku
Hmm.
standing injury time equalizer.
Oh, well, that was a great goal. That was a great goal. Like hit it outside
Yeah,
the
this guy
box.
he
Curve.
never scores goals, and
Yeah,
today he got two.
he got two. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
ah, he's always, that one player who will dribble into the box and then run out of ideas. But now
Yeah,
this
yeah.
game, it was like it was
Beast mode.
incredible. Mhm.
Yeah, it leaves Man City 5 points behind Arsenal with only one game in hand. The worst goal difference of four. So advantage Arsenal in the race for the title, yeah?
No, yeah, 100%. Like I think it's us, it's ours now to lose, and I don't think we are going to lose it. And yeah, what a poetic ending to this guy's bottle, and you can see very clearly in his pocket. I bet that's the bottle in his pocket there.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
see,
it is.
you can see, you can
This guy
see.
has become the jinx.
Yeah, yeah, it's like that United Strand guy.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, yeah, like sometimes I say don't celebrate too soon, and I felt like when he did this, that was the case. And Arsenal, we like to use some of this as fuel, and I think whatever he did here kind of gave Arteta something to share in the dressing room and talk to the guys. Be like, we're going to let these guys, disrespect you like that, you know. So the players, and you could see even on that Fulham game, like the minute the ball was kicked, the
yeah,
intensity, every player was so purposeful in the attack. Um, and yeah, it's some of these things. So yeah, how the tables have turned from celebrating to wincing and worrying and praying and all of that put into one.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I think Arsenal have this in the bag now. I think that's title done now. I don't think they have a chance. They blew it today.
They say, and
They
this is
succumbed to
one thing.
pressure.
Mhm. Mhm.
They
This is
succumbed
one
to
thing.
pressure.
Like I'm telling you, like if Arsenal did this, if this was Arsenal,
The
the
banter.
newspapers tomorrow will be
Yeah,
like Arsenal bottled it. Like, but
yeah.
I bet you may not even see
These
anything like that
bottles
in the
will
media.
be sold in the streets of London.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah, like souvenirs.
and even in the media, it will be like Arsenal have bottled it again. But tomorrow there will be
Yeah,
like City are still in it. They fought back from three
yeah,
one down to 3-3.
yeah, yeah.
That will be the narrative. But for me, like from 1-0 up, 60th minute, honestly, like to drawing the
3-1
game, nah,
down.
to 3-1 down and then eventually drawing the game. For me, that's bottling it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
pressure tolls in this particular case. And yeah, they're, you know, it's it's Arsenal's now. I think it's Arsenal's now to lose,
yeah,
of
yeah,
which I
definitely.
don't see that happening. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. I don't think. I think Pep has now run out of ideas. There is no way he comes back from this one. Yeah,
yeah.
this
No, it's
one,
done. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's done. It's done. It's 22 years of wait. Finally.
finally, just fingers crossed. Finally, might just be happening. Fingers crossed. Like one more hurdle. Like I keep saying this.
A lot
I
of
think it was
Arsenal
done in
fans have
Fulham.
never. A lot of Arsenal fans have never seen Arsenal lift the Premier League. Do you know that? A lot
Yeah,
of
for
them.
me, even for me, like it was back when I was just starting to support the team, like 2004. So many new Arsenal fans or many young Arsenal fans have not
Yeah. Anyone who
seen
was
the
born
team
like
lift the
from
Premier League.
95 and later,
Yeah, they
from
have never
95
seen
and
it.
later. Yeah.
Oh
Because
my goodness.
when you are 9 years old, you
You're
can't
barely
really,
watching. Yeah.
yeah, you can see your team lift the trophy when you are 9 years old, but the narratives that go on about raising the trophy, winning the Premier League, you
Hmm.
won't be able to understand them. Yeah.
Exactly.
When you are that
Yeah.
young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you just see your team has lifted the trophy and that's it. But yeah,
Yeah. It's
so
happening. Yeah. That's this is I think this is the year we're going to do this.
yeah,
Um yeah, I know I was watching some of the aftermath there after the game, after the Everton v Man City game. And Thierry Henry is being very cautious and very, and which for good measure, like he's saying, I think for him, it's the West Ham game. And then after the West Ham game, is going to call it. But for me, I called it after the Fulham game.
Yeah,
I still stand by that. uh,
that was the game. The Fulham game, though, it's not just about winning the 3 points and scoring
it
three
was
goals. The
it was a
manner
6 point
which you
gap that
played,
we put. I think.
and also the way you played in the game itself, it
Mhm.
showed intent
Yes,
and determination to win the league. You could see
100%.
that those players, they felt that this title was ours and we are not going to let it slip.
Hmm.
The way they expressed themselves in the pitch.
Yeah,
Yeah. So tomorrow it's Atleti. Anything you want to say about that?
big game. That's a very very big game for us because some people like they feel like obviously we want to go ahead and win the game, and I think we are going to win the game
Yeah.
because win that game, and now you don't play another midweek game until the final because there's a second leg of the semi-final. Now you'll be fully concentrated on the league. So the next
Yeah.
3 games, you have 1 week to prepare for those games. For one
Your
week,
next
you have
your next league game is against West Ham, eh? Away
yeah.
to
The
West
next
Ham.
league game is away to West Ham. We play on Sunday, I think. Next Sunday. So you have like 5 days to prepare for that game, which is
Yeah,
not
that's
too bad.
enough time.
That's enough time.
Actually,
So
the challenge now is
yeah,
preparing maybe for the Athletic game. That's where there is
yeah,
not.
which is tomorrow because we had a
Yeah,
little bit of a turnaround and we saw the way Atleti they rested their first 11 when they played in the weekend on the
yeah,
weekend. We could not afford that luxury of resting our first 11, but it was good to see players like Saka come and then score and then assist, and then he was taken off at halftime. So I would think he will be very fresh for tomorrow's game.
yeah,
We have Havertz and Odegaard coming back as well.
yeah,
So both of them, I think there will be massive, massive lift for us. Yeah, I think we should have enough to win that game. And then it's a big game. Again, it's crazy saying this, but I've never in my life of supporting Arsenal been in this situation where we are going for both trophies. I know we won the league in 2004, went unbeaten in that season, but we got knocked out of the Champions League. You know,
yeah. But
I think, you know,
even then in
yeah,
2004, I don't
yeah.
think you are at that stage of anticipating
Or
to
really
win the
being
league.
engraved into it. That's the thing. Yeah, now this is
Yeah,
actually the very, very first time. Yeah.
you are aware
So
of
for me,
everything that's going around it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
So
are
for
aware
me,
of
this
things
is
like the run-ins.
yeah, yeah. This is massive. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah,
Like to even
yeah,
think
it makes
about
more
like
sense.
so we
It
could
makes
potentially win the league and the Champions League. That alone, like it's unfathomable for me. Like it's insane.
yeah.
And yeah,
I still think
excited. I'm here
the
for all of it.
2006 Champions League. I think that one you should have won. That one against Barca.
Yeah,
I
that one
watched the
was
game. I watched the game.
yeah.
Yeah, Eto'o scored the winner. I think
And Belletti, yeah.
for
I think the
Barcelona.
red card, yeah, the red card in the first half, I think that did us in
Yeah,
2006. We got a very early red card. Our keeper was sent off. We had to bring
yeah.
on our second string keeper.
Frank Rijkaard was managing Barca then. He's not a good manager. His
No,
football was not great.
it was not great. And
Somehow he
Messi
won a
was not,
Champions League. Yeah,
we handed it to him. And that was like
yeah,
prime Arsenal as well with Henry.
yeah,
We
yeah.
had a very good team.
That team was way better than the current team. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
That team had stars. Henry was in
yeah,
it.
yeah. But
It is
yeah, big
after
game
that.
tomorrow. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So now let's see tomorrow if you can overcome this other Spanish side.
Yeah,
Yeah, obviously the final will be the real deal. The final will be the real deal because the other two teams on the other side
yeah.
are technically being tipped to win it. Yeah, but we'll see. I guess we'll see. I'll see. I think after tomorrow, if you win tomorrow, I think it's a 50-50 chance to win
A final
the
is
to
a
win.
final. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
like I think I
The
think if we
final.
get there, I think we are going to
Yeah,
win this. I think
Yeah.
we're not we've considered only 6 goals in the Champions League so far, in
When
all
is
the
the
games.
final? When is the final?
It's
Is it too
after
close
the league.
after the league title is done?
It's 1 week after the league title, so I think we'll have enough rest.
Yeah, just
So
don't go. If you win
mhm.
the league, just don't do what City did when we
One
played
thing I
them
know
in the.
about Arteta is that he cannot allow something like that to happen, like people going out and having too much fun. No, I don't think that would
It's
happen.
not just that.
Mhm.
The other thing is just that having won the league, if you have already won the league,
Yeah,
it can also be in the players' heads. You know that kind
like
of.
we've done what we needed to do this
Yeah,
season. Now
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
relax.
That's the only caveat I would be
Mhm.
wary of if I was an
Yeah.
Arsenal fan.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah,
All right. Yeah, great.
yeah,
Great result for Arsenal today. I know we weren't playing, but yeah, Everton did us a big favor there. 2 points dropped for City, which is
yeah.
massive in this title running. And yeah, we go again. We go again on the weekend.
Okay, I think that's a wrap.
Thank
That's a
you.
wrap. I think it's a great short chat about the league and how it's going after
Yeah.
City wobble at Everton.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. I think yeah, we're going to do another quick one tomorrow when we play
After
Athletic. Yeah,
after
after
the
we,
game.
you know. Yeah.
Okay, sure, sure. Until then,
Alrighty. See you. Bye.
bye.